The Iranian-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen have declared war on Israel. They claimed responsibility for a rocket that was fired at the Israeli Red Sea city of Eilat earlier. That was intercepted by Israel's missile defense. We can take a listen to one of the Houthis speaking earlier.
Our armed forces launched a large barrage of ballistic and winged missiles and a large number of drones at various targets of the Israeli enemy in the occupied territories. This is the third such strike in support of our brothers in Palestine. We will continue to carry out attacks with missiles and drones until the end of the Israeli aggression.
Well, at the same time, the military in Saudi Arabia has gone into a state of high alert following deadly clashes with the Houthis. They also tried to fire a missile over the kingdom towards Israel, and 4 Saudi soldiers reportedly died last week fighting Houthis close to the border with Yemen. Let me bring in now from Manama, Abdullah Aljenaid. He's a Bahraini columnist and geopolitical analyst. Great to have you with us, as always, Abdullah. So we just heard there from one of the Houthi leaders. They very much want to enter the conflict. How concerned should Israel be? How concerned are they in the Gulf?
Well, put it this way, they are not the first. Because if we go back to 1990, during the liberation of Kuwait, how did Saddam Hussein manage to extend the range of his squads to reach Riyadh? The same with the Iranian. They learned the lesson by scavenging other missiles and adding it to the booster to extend the range. The Iranian picked on the tip, and this is what they've been doing. And now the Houthis been doing that. They reached Yamba earlier during the conflict. That should have been very, let's say, ringing the alarms bell in Tel Aviv and somewhere else. And after, targeting Abu Dhabi, I think everybody should have paid more attention to enable the coalition to end this stupid situation in Yemen. But thanks to the American and the British, they stopped us from finishing that job. And now Israel is paying that price alongside with us.
Well, quite. I mean, and we've got the Saudi defense minister in Washington right now. The Saudi-led coalition has been fighting the Houthi rebels, I think it was 7 years. And they were pressured, as you say, by the United States and others to accept a ceasefire with the Houthis. This is exactly the kind of situation that some are trying to force on Israel now. And now we're seeing, aren't we, if the job isn't finished, this is what happens.
Thank you very much. Put it this way, the minute the Americans step in, we're going to find everybody is making policies that's reflecting us, and we are at the receiving end of those bad policies. And when we wanted to do something about it, all of a sudden we have the nuclear agreement with Iran, with a free hand to roam around the Middle East and doing exactly as Iran wishes. And now Israel, everybody almost at the gate of Israel, from Golan Heights to Yemen.